So I have finally watched Superman after what happened to be nearly 2 weeks since the movie came out, and finally I can go ahead and give my review. Now, I know it kind of seems weird that I'm putting in Project Viltrumites as a background gameplay instead of just random Superman legacy clips, but apparently for some reason, even though the trailers are quite public, I still get copyright claimed anyways. And even though it doesn't exactly damage my channel that much, it still is annoying. Plus, eventually, if I ever do get monetized, I really hope so, I would have to avoid certain things such as this. I got copyright claimed twice, one during my return video and the other one during my first reactions for the trailer. Now, anyways, let's move on to the review. The movie was actually excellent. The music was pretty good. The characters were amazing. I still cannot stop listening to the one theme during the final battle. And oh yeah, by the way, spoilers ahead. I'm sure you all know that I've put that by the title, but it was really hard for me to believe, or well, not exactly hard for me to believe, but it would have been a bigger shock for me to find out that Ultraman was a clone of Superman, even though like in the comics he is Superman just in another way. It still is crazy though, and unfortunately I was able to find that out on Twitter even though I hadn't even watched the movie yet. That apparently got spoiled, and what also kind of ruined it for me is Supergirl as well. Like Supergirl didn't do anything, but Supergirl also got spoiled to me, so that really ruined the moment for me. So some of the cameos I saw coming, especially for Peacemaker. Well, for Peacemaker, I didn't exactly see him coming yet. Well, I knew he was gonna be there, kind of at least. I someone knew he was gonna be there, but at the same time, I didn't know, and that got spoiled to me as well. So apparently, every single cameo got spoiled to me, unless maybe there were some other cameos which I do not know. Overall, the movie was absolutely great. Uh, David Superman was actually really good. Now, honestly, I would have to compare between Tyler Superman and David Superman, but in my opinion, both of them are really good Superman, and Tyler had a really good run as well. I think honestly, it's kind of hard to tell who's really good. Like, both of them have, both of them are really good in some ways. And if you're wondering why I'm mentioning Tyler Superman, he is apparently one of my most favorites. One, like he's in like you could say he's even number one or number two. Like David could be better, I think, but as of right now, they're both around the same level, and with the story being really well told with Superman Legacy. And for Lois is honestly like a really good like character. She's almost like Superman, and Lois is Lois Lane, but like in a different body. If you get what I mean, it's like a different person is playing the character, and that's actually good because her character is very good as well. And Superman, his suit, honestly, I am so relieved that his suit was absolutely great in the movie. I'm sure you all remember before the movie came out, you saw the behind the scenes, everyone was hating on the suit. They're like, oh, it looks so bad, and it just doesn't match him whatsoever. But once the movie got released, with all the CGI and visual effects being done, it proved everyone otherwise. And Lex Luthor, my god, he's a really big hater, but he is a good hater. Like he is honestly he's got to be the best one. He's got to be the best Lex Luthor I've ever seen, and it's going to be really hard to believe that somehow Superman and Lex are somehow gonna have to team. That's either gonna be the case, or that's not gonna be the case. Because if you don't know, in some occasions, Lex and Superman have actually teamed, just as well as like in Justice League, Dark Apocalypse, I believe. But then that was his redeemed version. But he also did team with him in the animated series where Brainiac first arrived. So I do believe that Lex and Superman are gonna have to team at some point, and it's gonna be really odd to see. One of the main there are honestly just two little letdowns. One of them is that Green Lantern, or let's just call him Green Lantern. Green Lantern and Hawkgirl didn't exactly appear that much. I know it's a Superman movie, but I guess that was a catch, so I'm kind of alright with it. I just wanted to put that in, that they don't appear that much. Like Mr. Terrific does appear a little more compared to Green Lantern and Hawkgirl. And speaking of Mr. Terrific, though, it's kind of strange how Mr. Terrific's actor was actually in House. Yes, that House, that series, he was in there for a while, but then he was just gone later. And also Metamorphosis, I believe that was his name, or Metamorpho. He was a really good character as well. It's kind of crazy to believe that his whole makeup was actually practical and not CGI. Like honestly, I'm gonna be honest. If you look at him in the movie, it's gonna feel a little uncanny from time to time, because sometimes he just floats with his head. Like the rest of his body is just straight up gone. So it is kind of weird, and just weird, I guess. And also, yeah, I forgot to mention the post-credit scene. It doesn't really have much in it. It doesn't really lead to anything. What James Gunn did actually say before the movie came out, well, not right before, but he did state it before, that the end credits will not lead to somewhere, which is honestly not really something that we are used to nowadays. So I do believe that there's gonna be some point where DC is not gonna be doing post-credit scenes which are gonna be leading to things. At least I don't think James Gunn has actually done a lot of post-credit scene which actually lead to something. There is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I think the first one was a little leading or something, but it was more for a future thing. The third film didn't really lead to anything. It just led to the new Guardians of the Galaxy, but that's beside the point. Anyways, I cannot wait for whatever project's next. This Superman was honestly a really good second start to DCU, and I really do have hope for DC. They're gonna be making a lot of good projects, and honestly, this movie was overall very well done. I know I probably didn't give that good of a review, but all I'm gonna say is that it was absolutely worth watching. Now, honestly, I do not know if I'm gonna get the chance to watch Fantastic Four yet, because it's not gonna release this week for me. It's gonna release next week, and I may or may not watch it depending on whatever happens. Like usually, I don't go to I do not go to cinemas alone. I always go with somebody, and there might not be anybody, so I may or may not record it. But I will see what I'll do. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, anyways, this movie was overall a 10 out of 10. It's got to be the best Superman movie that we've had in quite a long time. And yeah, I guess I will see you all next time.